Toto Wolff found himself thrust into the spotlight when the FIA initiated background checks on him and his wife, probing her employment and alleged information leaks. However, despite the intense scrutiny, no substantial evidence emerged. This time around, Toto Wolff has taken a more aggressive stance against these accusations, refusing to hold back in his response. It appears he draws a firm line, stating, "You can come after me, but my family is off limits." But without wasting any time, let's take a look. Toto Wolff, the head of the Mercedes F1 team, has found himself entangled in a heated disagreement with other teams that has persisted beyond the conclusion of the racing season. There have been claims suggesting that team owners harbor suspicions against Wolff, alleging that he might be divulging sensitive information to Formula One management, FOM and Liberty Media, the overarching company behind Formula One. Conversely, there are allegations asserting that Wolff could be receiving classified details from FOM and Liberty Media, information that he shouldn't legitimately have access to. These assertions were reported by Business F1 magazine. As the team principal and owner of Mercedes F1 division, Wolff regularly participates in meetings alongside other team representatives. This involvement grants him privileged access to a trove of confidential data that isn't necessarily intended for direct transmission to FOM and Liberty Media. Adding to the complexity, Wolff's spouse, Susie Wolff, holds the position of managing director at the F1 Academy, an entity owned by FOM. In her capacity, Susie gains access to sensitive information concerning the F1 Academy, FOM operations, and the broader scope of Formula One. Within the Formula One community, there existed suspicions surrounding the Wolff couple regarding potential exchanges of confidential information between them. Unnamed team leaders have purportedly conveyed their apprehensions to the FIA, highlighting concerns about a possible conflict of interest. According to reports from Business F1, FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem is cognizant of these concerns, but remains uncertain whether these claims are merely casual banter between rival teams or if there's substantial truth behind the allegations. He purportedly faces mounting pressure to address the situation involving the Wolff family. The magazine had conversations with various team leaders who chose to remain anonymous. They brought up situations where Toto Wolff seemed to have information that could only have originated from sources inside Formula One management. FOM, one particular team leader known for past disagreements with Wolff, asserted that information discussed in private meetings found its way to Greg Maffei, the head of Liberty Media. The suspicion is that Toto Wolff shared this information through his spouse, who then passed it along to Stefano Domenicali, eventually reaching Maffei. Within the Formula One community, there exist firm opinions concerning the conflict of interest matter, which many people feel should not be allowed. The team leader voiced worry that information exchanged in discussions swiftly reached Stefano Domenicali, indicating a suspected leak. Another team leader emphasized the belief that such actions might breach laws and ethical codes, particularly at the level of a publicly traded company. Business F1 detailed instances where there are claims that Toto Wolff has purportedly revealed confidential information previously. For instance, there's an allegation that Wolff leaked information to the media during the 22 Singapore event, revealing that Red Bull Racing had exceeded the budget limit even before the Austrian team was aware. This action has raised concerns among team leaders, with one expressing anonymously that this situation could potentially be more severe than the incident in Singapore from the prior year. Previously, there was a similar narrative involving Toto Wolff, this time concerning his personal assistant's prior job at the FIA. If this situation holds truth, it hints at a possible conflict of interest that warrants a comprehensive investigation, potentially by an independent entity. During the racing off-season, this particular storyline has garnered significant interest due to its components involving confidential details, undisclosed informants, and a connection of a personal nature at its center. Nevertheless, irrespective of its intriguing aspects, the existence of a conflict of interest, notably within a fiercely competitive environment like Formula One, necessitates a thorough and earnest examination. But recently, in an unexpected twist, Toto Wolff has finally spoken up about the controversial investigation conducted by the FIA that involved both himself and his wife, Susie Wolff, who they share a young child with. This inquiry raised concerns about potential improper sharing of confidential information because of Susie's position as the managing director of the F1 Academy series. Wolff had been quite guarded in his responses about this matter until recently. In an interview with Sport Bild, the Austrian team leader and co-owner didn't hold back his thoughts regarding the actions of FIA President Mohammed Ben Sulayem. A completely baseless accusation was made, Wolff asserted to the German magazine. He characterized the situation as a personal attack and a clear violation of a significant boundary. Toto Wolff, who has led Mercedes for 10 years, was surprised by the accusations. Despite his experience as a team leader, he found this particular story shocking. While Wolff highlighted his ability to handle professional challenges, he drew a clear boundary concerning his family. He mentioned that facing criticism professionally was manageable for him due to his resilience, but when it involved his family, it became more personal and impactful. Adding more complexity to the situation, Jean Todt, the former FIA president, shared his thoughts with the French magazine L'Équipe. Todt, familiar with Mohammed Ben Sulayem's character, mentioned that the recent events did not surprise him, contributing an extra layer of intricacy to the ongoing drama within Formula One's governing body. He noted his understanding of Ben Sulayem's personality based on their past interactions. Lewis Hamilton expressed his disappointment in the FIA's actions, contributing an extra layer of intricacy to the ongoing drama within Formula One's governing body. He noted his understanding of Ben Sulayem's personality based on their past interactions. Lewis Hamilton expressed his disappointment in the FIA's actions, stating that they questioned the integrity of a remarkable female leader in the sport without any evidence or proper investigation. Although he didn't directly mention Toto Wolff, his remarks encompassed the allegations against Wolff, whom Hamilton had previously praised during an earlier question. Hamilton's remarks came during a news conference before the FIA's end-of-season prize-giving event in Baku. He made these comments after Mercedes indicated they were considering legal options regarding the situation. Mercedes, through a statement from Toto Wolff, confirmed that they were actively engaging in legal discussions with the FIA. The team emphasized their intent to seek full clarity on the events, including a retraction of allegations, a statement clarifying no intention to harm Wolff's reputation, and a comprehensive apology. Susie Wolff, the managing director of the F1 Academy, criticized the FIA's conduct, describing it as unacceptable. She vowed to investigate the origins of the campaign against her and to address the misinformation given to the media. Hamilton criticized the FIA's actions this week, suggesting a discrepancy in the organization's leadership regarding diversity. Without specifying names, the 38-year-old highlighted that while there are numerous individuals striving for diversity and inclusion in the sport, certain leaders within the FIA seem to hinder progress each time a step forward is attempted. He emphasized the need for change within the leadership to ensure collective efforts move in the right direction for positive change in the global sport. Hamilton also raised doubts about the FIA's commitment to sustainability by questioning the decision to hold its gala in Azerbaijan. He pointed out the contradiction between promoting sustainability while hosting an event that required many people to fly out, when the FIA's headquarters are located in Paris, making it potentially more sustainable to hold the gala there. The ongoing situation has led influential figures in Formula One to question Ben Sulayem's decision-making abilities. Some have labeled it as another misstep by the Emirati leader, while others have suggested that it could mark the beginning of his downfall. Before the FIA announced that it had referred an allegation involving the passing of confidential information to a team principal from an F1 management member to its compliance unit, Mercedes, the Wolffs, and F1 were not consulted. This controversy arises amid growing tensions between Formula One and the FIA on multiple fronts. There's a sense of discomfort within the FIA and among others in the sport regarding the direction taken by the governing body under Ben Sulayem's leadership. Despite announcing in February that he would take a step back from direct involvement in F1 after facing various controversies since assuming the presidency in December 2021, Ben Sulayem has continued to exert influence behind the scenes. Several recent incidents have been perceived by teams as directly linked to him. These incidents include launching a secondary investigation into Lewis Hamilton's track crossing during the Qatar Grand Prix, despite Hamilton having already been fined and disciplined during that race weekend. Additionally, calling Toto Wolff and Ferrari team principal Frédéric Vasseur to the stewards during the final race of the season for using strong language in a news conference has raised further concerns within the F1 community. What are your thoughts on this topic? Do you think there were any irregularities with the Wolff family? And was the FIA background check offensive, or was it fair? Let us know in the comments below.